guys, Cindy out here with my Artsy Endeavours. How are you doing today? I am doing okay. I am going to work on this page. This is one of my big Dilution journals. I have a few things here on the side. I don't know, I'm in the mood to do something colorful. So I'm going to start out with doing some collage. I've got these, I showed them to you before. They're book pages that I've just made marks on. Now, I'm not sure if everything that I used on these was water soluble or permanent. So I may end up getting some colors. If I do, that's fine. I really don't care. I am just in the mood to make something very colorful. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this collage down. And let's see where this page takes us. This is a page I did years ago. There's no date on it, but it was a long time ago. But that's okay. Let's see, what else have I got here? I got a little piece here I can put down. I have some little bits that I had sticking around, so I don't know what this is. This is just one of those. So we'll put that on there. What else have we got? A little bit of this blue. We'll stick that down there. Just trying to get this is matte medium. And I'm just trying to get it all over. I don't know what this is. It's a light pink. We'll put that on there. My tummy's growling. This is a jelly print from gosh only knows when. Long time ago. We got some red. Let's throw some red in here. Why not? I noticed, I was looking at my paints and stuff the other day. I noticed I don't use red a lot. I'm not quite sure why. It's not that I don't like the color. The color's fine. I just don't use it a lot. I use more pinks and blues and greens and whatevers. But, alright, so I just got a little bit of collage on here with the matte medium. So now I'm going to, what else do I want to put on here? I know I want some paint. I have these sheets. These came from an Etsy, somewhere on Etsy. I really need to start writing this stuff down. It was a package that I got of this lady. She did all these backgrounds. I don't know the name. I am so sorry. But these I'm kind of, I don't know, they spoke to me today. I'm not going to use them, but they just talked to me. I got some, what do you call this, tissue paper here. Let's throw some tissue paper down. Why not? I said I wanted color, so let's keep going with the color. Let's throw some tissue paper down. Eventually I'm going to grab some paints and put those down. Here's some more tissue paper that I got. This is one of those Joggles rice paper thingies. I'm doing good with words today. Words aren't coming today. Sorry, guys. You can thank Fibro for that. It's the Fibro fog. Sometimes words just don't make it. Alright, let's throw this right here. Alright. There, now I'm done putting collage down. I'm going to dry this up. We're going to get out some paints, and we're just going to have fun making colors. See you in a minute. Alright, so it's kind of dry, not all the way dry. Alright, I've got some paints here that I need to use up just because they're getting old and there's not a lot left in them. So I'm just going to play around with these. This one is Citrus Green. It's a Deco Art Crafters acrylic. This one is a Ceramic Coat Pumpkin. So like I said, I'm just going to play around with some of these colors and get them used up. And this one is a Deco Art Dragon Fruit. I kind of like this color. Ugh. So we're just going to play with them and see what we can do. That one doesn't want to shut. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a sponge here and we're just going to see what we do. Everybody's like, oh, don't use those colors together. Yeah, I'll use whatever I've got here. And that's what I'm using. So let's do this one, the dragon fruit. I like this dragon fruit color. It's a real pretty pink. Use this green. I know the orange is going to beat up the green, but that's okay. All I'm doing is I'm just taking the sponge and just pouncing it. I want the colors to kind of just mix up. I don't really want them all separate. So I'm just using the same sponge and using all the colors. And then I figure whatever I don't like, we can always add more color or we can add white. Alright, I really like that pink. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dry this because I want to bring in this blue, this teal. It's a dark turquoise actually. So I'm going to dry this up so that when I bring the other in, it doesn't really kill the rest. Actually, before I do that, I want some more of this green on here. Green, green, green. Yeah, then I'm going to dry it up. I can hear people going, ew, that looks horrible. Yeah, it does. Right now it does. That's okay. Gotta get through the ugly to get to the pretty. I think that's what the saying is. Alright, I'm going to leave it be. I'm going to go ahead and dry it up and I'll be back. Alright, so this is kind of dry. Now I took this turquoise here and I'm just going to add some turquoise color. I don't know why I'm singing. No need to sing. I like the way this green and this pink and the pumpkin actually come out together. I like it. I think it looks good. So I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm doing some turquoise, just dots, circles, whatever you want to call them. And I'm sorry if you guys hear construction in the background, but it's going to be there for quite a while. They sold the place next door. There's a big field next door. It was a peanut field at one point, but they've sold it, and now they're putting in 44 houses. So, yeah. They're going to be there for a while. Alright, let me just do one more little one here, maybe. Looks like it's going off the page. Alright, one more. I like this turquoise, the dark turquoise. Oops. Alright, so now let's let these dry. And what we're going to do next I'll let them dry. I'm going to come in with more markers and we're going to do more mark making. And the only reason I'm doing this because the focal point that I want to put on here is actually black and white. I think it's black and white. Alright, that's 4 of them. Let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we've got, let's do some dark. I don't know, I'm just in the mood for this mark making stuff. What a mess. Alright. Okay, I want this all to dry because I want to come back in on top of some of this. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I decided I want some white on here. Oh, I almost picked up some turquoise. So I just grabbed my palette knife. To be honest with you guys, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this, but I'm just having fun with it. I just want color. Alright. Let's just put color. Alright, so now I like it better. So I'm going to take some of this turquoise I got here. I'm going to add some turquoise to it. Just because it's on the palette, I might as well use it. Right? You guys are like, oh, you're covering it up. That's okay. It can be repainted. No problem. Right? Alright, let's dry this up. Alright, we're coming back in with the passion fruit. Dragon fruit. Sorry. I love that color. Isn't that pretty? Look at that pink. Yeah, no, I can't help it. I like pink. We're coming back in with this, and we're going to play some more. Yeah, I want to have fun with this paint, and I want the colors to come and go and be in the front and be in the back, and yeah. So that's what I'm doing. This one I'm doing with a palette knife. Pretty soon I'll go back to probably a paintbrush or maybe a sponge. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Alright, so now I brought out some more colors. I have some Dina Wakley colors here. One is lime. This one, I don't know if there's anything left in it or not. Let's find out. Oh, there is. Not much, but there is some. Now, I don't know what you guys do, but what I'll end up doing is, I'll leave this upside down for now, but what I'll end up doing is I'll end up cutting the end of this off, and then I'll use a paintbrush and get the rest of that out and probably paint some papers or whatever. Alright, so now I want some of this lime in here. I really like this color. And I told you, today's all about a colorful background because the image I've got, like I said, is black and white. So I definitely want, you notice I'm kind of leaving the middle alone. Again, that's because I know I'm going to put an image down on here, so it's not a problem. Alright, I've got that. Now I want some yellow. I got out some lemon. Again, a Dina Wakley. This one. Now this one I want to do something different with. Let's see if we can find a mark making tool. I'm right here. Woo! Just knocked off one of my dryers. Well, let's see. What can we make marks with? I like this. This is just, I don't know. I got this in a thrift store years, and I'm talking probably 15, 20 years ago. And I just like the way it makes the lines. Can't see a whole lot, but just making lines, making marks. I have cleaned so much paint off this thing over the years, it's crazy. Okay, more mark making. Alright, there's that one. Now, I know this looks crazy and busy and chaotic, doesn't it? Just like me. Crazy, busy, and chaotic. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe this off and I'll throw it back in my mark making drawer. What else do we have here we can make marks with? I want this. I'm going to use some of this. And I've got another color here that I want to use. And this is one of our new colors. It's called Radical. It's like a neon orange. Neon. And this I'm going to actually use with a sponge. Because I want it to... Ugh. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Let's try that again. Alright, hold on. I had way too much on that sponge. Way too much. Here, let's get a different one. Here, we'll use this one. Let's try it again. I think I still have way too much on the sponge, but that's alright. I just want this color on here. I don't really care what. Perfect. Alright, let me dry this up and we'll be back. Okay, so now I have this background stamp that I'm going to use. I don't want the full stamp, so I'm just going to use pieces of it. Kind of like that. And that. I just decided, whoops, now I've got paint on me. What else is new? Good thing this is a paint shirt. Oh, okay. I see it pulled up some paint, but I don't really care. Okay. There, there. See, it's pulling up some of my green paint, but that's okay. Because this isn't, you know, if I was patient and waited, it'd be like better, but I'm not patient and I'm not waiting, so. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to put a little bit of that in there because I wanted some black. Now, the other thing I want is this. It says Dare to be Different. So, we're going to take this and we're going to put this on a few places on the paper. Because this black and white image that I'm putting on here is actually kind of cool and it's different. So we're gonna dare to be different, right? Why not? Can you imagine if everybody was the same, how boring life would be? Yeah, I couldn't do that. Okay, here's my dare to be different. And show you my image. Alright, this is, well, she would have been interesting too, but that's not who. This is my image. Look at, she's got an owl in here. I just think she's really neat looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue her down. I want that dare to be, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. I want to put her right about there. I'm going to do that, and then I want to get some washi tape out. So let me grab some washi tape. So I've got this black, it's like a lace. See, I think that'll look neat right there. So we're going to put that there. Cut a piece. And we're going to do the same thing on top, I think. Why not? Because we can. Alright, so there's that. Now her, I don't want to get her all wet, so we're just going to use glue. Where is my... This is actually the art glitter glue. I just stuck it in this so that I had a smaller applicator for it. I mean, I realized the other one's small, but this one's even smaller. So I wanted something even smaller that I could use. So I just filled this with the art glitter glue. And that's what I'll be using. Like I said, I don't want to get this soaking wet. I just want to put it down. Alright. She's going to go right there. I love the flowers in her hair. Some of that paint's still not all the way dry, but that's okay. Alright, now we're going to take this. This is, like I said, it's like a washi tape. And we're going to put this right here. Maybe I should have put some glue down first, but that's alright, I didn't. And then this one's going to go up here. Yeah. Good enough. Right there. Now I did notice when I was cutting her out, I cut off a whole bunch of like little feathers here. Just like spiky things. Because I was not cutting around all of them. That was not happening. So we'll add those back in. Now, this owl, I don't know if I want to bring him out or just leave him. I just think he's so pretty. Let's find some Faber-Castell. Let's bring him, let's make him blue. Put some blue on him. I just think he's so pretty. And we'll do some blue around his eyes. Just so he kind of stands out a little bit. Yeah. I like him. And then I want to take a white. Oops, a little bit too big. Okay. Now the other thing I'd like to do, but I'm going to wait until this dries a little bit, is I'm going to go around this with Stabilo. And actually, yeah, I'll just do it. Here's my Stabilo. Just want to go around it a little bit. And I love the fact that it says Dare to be Different. I've never been able to just kind of fit in with the crowd. I've always, not stand out, but you know, I'm me. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to be somebody I'm not. So, take it or leave it. That's pretty much my motto. And if you leave it, don't plan on coming back. So, yeah. All right. There. I like her. And I like the fact that she's different. And I like the fact that it says Dare to be Different. So, what do you think? Tell me what you think about her. Do you think she's different? And if so, are you good with that? And if not, why not? Alright guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here on the channel. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys again. Take care. Bye.